Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an explained and theory video. I want to take a closer look at the Facehugger, as we have seen, anyway, in the Alien Romulus trailer, because I believe the Alien Romulus trailer reveals a new kind of Facehugger. Or at the very least, it actually reveals something which has long been discussed amongst the Alien fandom, which is the Hive Mind, as well as a brand new level of intellect, which we have not seen or witnessed within the Facehuggers. So, to dive into that, we're going to take a look at the Facehuggers, and then we're going to take a look at the Xenomorph Intelligence level, and a little bit on the Hive Mind as a bit of a background to then showcase my theory and thoughts, at the very least, with respect to the Alien Romulus trailer. So, let's dive into this today, and hit subscribe if you are new here, folks. So for background and for context, let's talk Facehugger. Upon hatching from its egg, or ovomorph, the Facehugger emerges with a singular purpose: to find a suitable host. It will swiftly seek out a nearby life form, its elongated limbs grasping and wrapping around the unfortunate victim's face, while its tail coils around the airway using a tube-like appendage, proboscis almost. The Facehugger forcibly implants one or more Xenomorph embryos down the host's throat. To ensure the success of its mission, the Facehugger tightens its tail around the airway, thwarting any attempt at premature removal, and attempts to sever the Facehugger's grip, reveal its deadly corrosive acid blood. Now, remarkably, the Facehugger provides oxygen to keep the host alive during the invasive impregnation process. Once the embryo is implanted, the Facehugger will relinquish its grasp, curling into itself and succumbing to its own death. Now, this is something we all know, so I'm not going to labour the point on a Facehugger explained video. I've done Facehuggers explained before. But the diversity of Facehuggers, there is a range, and I believe we're witnessing a brand new one. So the diversity extends beyond conventional, with some exhibiting highly abnormal traits. This is what we have seen already in canon and lore. There is a royal Facehugger, for instance, that begets queens or members of the Praetorian caste, potentially ascending to queen status later. Conversely, there are giant Facehuggers, colloquially known as queen Facehuggers. They stand apart, primarily tasked with safeguarding ovomorphs rather than directly impregnating hosts. Their massive size and specialised appendages serve to immobilise potential victims, paving the way for regular Facehuggers to carry out their grim duty. There is also the infectoid Facehugger. It defies convention by eschewing embryo implantation altogether. Instead, it fuses with the host's body, triggering a transformative process that renders the victim a ghastly undead entity linked to the alien's hive mind. And that's something I wanted to discuss a little bit more. The hive mind. But also it's important to note that some of that variation has not actually appeared in canon, they've just appeared in the expanded media. But let's talk hive mind, because I think this is an interesting concept. And it adds to the intelligence level that we have seen previously in Xenomorphs. So, the intelligence level is said to be a little bit more than just instinct driven by nature. They have cognitive abilities, not necessarily rivaling humans or technologically advanced Yautja or predators. They do exhibit a form of intelligence rooted in adaptability, resourcefulness, and a hierarchical social structure. One of the most intriguing aspects of Xenomorph Intelligence lies in their capacity for rapid learning and environmental adaptations. Now, all of this is very specific to an adult Xenomorph, and we need to talk about this before we take a look at the trailer once more and I dive into a little bit of a new element to the lore. So similar to primates, the Xenomorph demonstrates an aptitude for gathering information and employing it to their advantage. This intelligence is notably observed in their interactions with human technology, where the Xenomorph Queen, the apex of their social hierarchy, showcases a remarkable level of acumen. Instances such as sabotaging the power grid of LV-426 colony or manipulating elevators highlight the Queen's ability to comprehend and utilize complex machinery, albeit in a primal manner. So, there is an influence of the host species on Xenomorph Intelligence as well. That does add another layer of complexity to their behavior. But let's talk about the Hive Mind, because that is layers upon layers within their intelligence discussion. So there is a concept of a hive mind among xenomorphs, and the Queen itself acts as a central intelligence of the hive. It coordinates actions of her subjects telepathically and vocally, facilitating rapid responses to external stimuli and ensuring the cohesion of the xenomorph collective. Now, this conversation about the hive mind and the Queen is important because I believe what we see in the trailer is a hive mind but with no Queen. Or at the very least, there's no Queen that we know of in the film. There may be one, I don't know. So there is a collective consciousness allegedly among xenomorphs, and it extends beyond mere coordination of actions, as evidenced by instances of telepathic communication, including visions and influencing behaviour. So furthermore, there is some evidence which suggests the presence of a collective memory being passed down genetically among xenomorphs, and that's really what I think we're seeing potentially in the trailer. So there is observational learning, language comprehension, which is from this genetic memory. So the collective memory itself not only contributes to their adaptability, but also allows for the transmission of knowledge across generations, enhancing the overall intelligence of the species. Now, that brings me off nicely to the hive mind, which we see very clearly, actually, in the trailer. We see a group of facehuggers. We have never seen a group of facehuggers on film before. Never, actually. Not that I can recall, anyway. Not to this degree. So, we have a horde of facehuggers, a gaggle of facehuggers, a group, a rampage, a hive of facehuggers running through the Renaissance Station in Alien Romulus. We see it in the trailer. They all break and smash through the glass door, which we see in the trailer. There's about 10 that I counted. Now, facehuggers, they are said to be, at least ovomorphs were and are said to be motion activated. They open up with motion. They sense a host nearby. So, group of facehuggers acting together in the way that they are here is a brand new variation. We have not seen this before on film. Now, what I believe we're seeing here could almost be one of the facehuggers which I mentioned earlier, like the giant facehugger. A facehugger which can, it has a specialized appendages, a higher level of intellect. There's a difference to this facehugger. But the collective memory, the hive mind, is still active, because they do seem, in the clip that we have witnessed, and from the leaks anyway, they seem to be coordinating. They seem to be working together. Now, they can only do that with the hive mind. They can only do that with the collective consciousness. Now, either they're being directed by a queen, which I think is probably unlikely. I don't believe we'll see a queen on this space station. Maybe we will, but I doubt it. And what we're seeing is this collective memory, this collective conscious mind working together where they can coordinate to attack, to chase, and also not to get in one another's way. So this, I believe, is what we're actually seeing here. The one of, if not the first, live film displays of the xenomorph hive mind and collective consciousness, which has only ever really been explored tangentially here and there. And I really enjoyed that part of the trailer because it did spark something in me. We've never seen a group of facehuggers working together in that manner, coordinated, calculated. It shows and oozes a level of intelligence and also a level of instinct to hunt, to prey, but also to work together, like I said, which is truly fascinating. So there you go. I thought I would dive into this today, explain, explore, converse about the hive mind and its relation to the facehuggers that we see in Alien Romulus trailer. Bit of a theory video, bit of an explained. It's kind of an all-in-one. No spoilers here. I don't know. This is just from the trailer, which we have all seen. So there you go. What do you guys think? Are we seeing a hive mind at play, the collective consciousness? Let me know down below. I genuinely love to hear your thoughts. So cheers, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye now.